In this video today, we'll be looking at how to apply a black and white effect to any of your images or photos like a pro. So before starting, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please hit the subscribe button for more helpful tips and tricks related to Affinity. And if you want to follow along with this tutorial, please find the link for the images in the description. Now with that said, let's get started with the video. So to apply the black and white effect to any of your images like a pro, first of all, let us open the Finder window right here. And inside from the Finder window, you can see that we have a subject image. Let us simply click and drag the subject image inside of the Affinity UI and drop it in order to open it. Now, after opening the image, let us zoom out our image. And to zoom out, I'll use the shortcut key of Command plus minus. And if you're a Windows user, then you can similarly use the shortcut key of Control plus minus in order to zoom out. Now, after zooming out and getting a clear full view of your image, let us navigate to the right and click on the adjustment icon beneath the layers panel. And after clicking on the adjustment icon, let us scroll below, and within this option, you'll be able to see an option called gradient map. Let us simply click on the gradient map option right here, and this adds a new gradient map adjustment layer on top of our background layer in the layers panel, as well as pops up a gradient map box, which you can see right here. Now we'll simply click and reposition the gradient map box at the top like so. And if you look here inside of our image, we don't want these colors being applied to our image. So in order to get rid of these colors, first of all, let us select the middle node inside of the gradient map box. And after selecting the middle node, let us get rid of it by simply clicking on the delete option right here. And the next thing that we will do to apply the black and white effect to our image is, let us select the leftmost node right here and then click on the color option from within the color properties right here, and then select the black color which we have here. And similarly, let us select the rightmost node right here and then again select the color properties and then change the color all the way to the white right here. And after changing the color to white, now you can see that a basic level of black and white has already been applied to this image, which you can see in the canvas. However, in order to make this black and white effect much more professional, let us again select the leftmost node inside of the gradient map box and then select the copy command that you see here inside of the gradient map box, which will create a duplicate or a copy of this leftmost node. And now you can simply click on this particular newly created node and reposition it all the way to the left like so. And similarly, by selecting the newly created node, let us again simply click on the copy command, which creates another new copy of the node. And this time we'll be changing the color of the newly created node to white by selecting the color property and changing the color to white like so. And after changing the color to white, you'll notice that this time our image is looking much more harsher since the black and white effect is being dominated with the white colors. So in order to fix that, we can simply click on this particular newly created node and reposition it all the way to the right like so. So we are basically doing this, which is to create a new node because the existing two nodes are the default nodes which we cannot reposition. So because of this reason, we are creating this new node so that we can reposition it further and change the proportion of the levels of white and black color that is being applied in this black and white effect. So in simple words, we are simply creating these new nodes so that we can control the level of the black and white color that is being applied to this particular black and white effect that you can see here in this image. So for example, if I click and drag or reposition this newly created node filled with black color to the right, then you can see that the most of the portion of the image is being dominated with the black color. And similarly, if I simply click on the newly created node that is filled with the white color and then reposition it by clicking and dragging to the left, then this time you'll see that most of the portion will be dominated with the white colors by making our image much more harsh, which we do not want. So for this reason, we need to find the sweet spot which balances out the level of black and white inside of our image by creating a much more professional black and white look. So we want to simply click on this newly created node and reposition it in order to find that good balance in terms of the black and white effect we are applying here. So after repositioning those newly created nodes in order to find a good balance, what you can do is you can also create another new nodes and reposition it in order to make your black and white effect much more professional. However, I simply delete this newly created node since I'll go with this particular black and white effect that you can see here. So now in order to commit, I'll simply close the gradient map box. And now after closing the gradient map box, the next thing that you might be wondering is why don't we go and simply click on the adjustment icon that you see beneath the layers panel and then directly apply black and white effect through the black and white adjustment layer right here. So we can also do that. However, the black and white effect, which will be applied by using the black and white adjustment layer, is very much different compared to the black and white effect that we are going to apply by using the gradient map adjustment. So for that, I simply adjust the red, yellow, green, cyan, blue and magenta settings at random inside of the black and white box and close to commit. And now if I toggle the visibility of both of these options to off, now you'll be able to see the difference. So if I toggle the visibility on for the black and white adjustment, you will notice that although the black and white effect that we are applying solely through the black and white adjustment layer is fine, this particular black and white effect is very much subtle and softer compared to the black and white effect that we are about to apply by using the gradient map adjustment layer method. So now you can see that this black and white effect looks much more professional and punchy compared to the black and white effect, which we can also apply by using the black and white adjustment layer inside of the layers panel. So due to this reason, we are going with the gradient map adjustment method to apply the black and white effect in a much more professional way. So now let us remove or delete the black and white adjustment layer at the top inside of the layers panel. So for that, I'll simply select the black and white adjustment layer and then click on the trash icon in order to get rid of it. So after deleting the black and white adjustment layer, the next thing that we can also do is we can manually adjust the levels of white as well as the black inside of our current image. So to do that, we'll simply navigate to the right and select the adjustment icon one more time and navigate below and select curves option. After selecting curves, you can see that a new curves adjustment layer has been added and the curve settings has also popped up through the curves box right here. And you can also basically use the shortcut key of Command plus M in order to apply the curves adjustment layer. So now after adding the curves adjustment, the next thing that we can do is simply add a new node inside of this axis and then click and drag this node to the top left portion like so. So I will set the position to somewhere at here. And after setting the position right here, I'll simply close the curves box in order to commit. So right now, don't worry of the things getting much more harsher in terms of the black and white effect here. So the next thing that we can do is simply add a layer mask to this curves adjustment layer inside from the layers panel. And to do that, we'll simply click on this mask layer icon beneath the layers panel. And after applying the layer mask, let us invert the layer mask by using the shortcut key of Command plus I, which will turn everything black inside of this layer mask that we have newly created, which indicates that every effect of the curves has been hidden. Now the next thing that we can do is simply select the brush tool from the tools panel and toggle the foreground color to white by simply pressing the X key. And after toggling the foreground color to white, let us also switch off the wet edges option. After switching off the wet edges option, by making sure the opacity option is somewhere at maybe 75%, let us simply brush over these areas. However, before brushing, first of all, let us right click somewhere at the canvas and make sure that our brush that we are going to select is a soft round brush. So let us simply select the soft round brush right here, and by making sure that the layer mask is actively selected inside of the layers panel in the curves adjustment that we have recently added. Now, first of all, let us increase the size of the brush again by using the shortcut key of Ctrl plus Option and then clicking and dragging all the way to the right to increase the size of the brush. And now let us brush over these areas like so. So we want to brush over these areas to bring in those white effects as well inside of this black and white effect. So if you look, so oops, accidentally brush over the background as well. So we can simply undo it by using the shortcut key of Command plus Z. And now after undoing it, you can now see the before and after. So this is the before applying the curves adjustment effect, and this is after applying the curves adjustment effect. So if you feel like things are going a bit overboard with this new curves adjustment layer, then we can simply select this curves adjustment layer and then play around with this opacity settings by decreasing its value to somewhere at 81%. And now if you check the before and after, you'll be clearly able to see this was the before and this is the after. And now things are looking a bit more professional here. And now the third thing that you can do is let us select the gradient map adjustment layer right here, and let us merge every layer inside of one new layer. So in order to merge everything inside of one layer, we can simply right click, and after right clicking, you'll be able to see an option called merge visible. Simply select the merge visible option. Now after selecting the merge visible option, it will merge every individual layers inside of one individual layer by creating a new layer. So now the next thing that we can do is by selecting this new layer, we can simply go to the develop mode and adjust the black and white effect further. So for that, first of all, let us rename this newly created layer to black and white just for organizational purposes. And after renaming this newly created layer to black and white, let us simply select the move tool right here. And after selecting the move tool, you'll see that a new develop option has been popped up at the top contextual bar. Simply select the develop option right here, and this will take your image to the develop mode. Now, if we look inside of the basic panel, then you'll be able to see that we have different settings here. First of all, let us play around with the exposure settings. For that, we'll simply click here inside of the exposure slider and then adjust it further to tweak around the levels of whites inside of our black and white effect. So I think this particular value of minus 0.191 is perfect. So similarly, we can also adjust the black point in order to give it a much more dimension to our black and white effect, which you can see right here in this image. So I'll simply click and drag to the value of 9%. And similarly, we can also play around with the brightness levels as well by simply clicking and dragging the brightness level to the right like so to somewhere at 7%. And similarly, let us scroll below, and inside of the enhance panel, you'll be able to see that we have a contrast option right here. We can also adjust the contrast option to bring in those details by making those tiny details much more sharper in our image. So similarly, we can also click and drag the clarity option in order to make tiny details much more clear. So just for the information, don't go ahead and click and drag the clarity slider all the way to the right, as well as the contrast slider all the way to the right, because that is gonna make things much more harsher by getting rid of the details in few areas at the top right here, as well as these particular areas which we do not want. So simply only add a subtle level of contrast as well as a subtle level of clarity. So I'll go with the value of 11% and 5% for contrast and clarity. And the next thing that we can again do is adjust the black point again if we want to balance out our black and white effect inside of this image. So I think the option of 7% is fine for the black point slider. And now, after everything is fine, let us go ahead and click on the develop option at the top. So now this simply develops our image further. So let's check the before and after finally. So this is the after, which looks much more professional, and this is the before. So this is how you can professionally add black and white effect like a pro inside of Affinity. So if you find this video helpful, please click on the like button. And if you're wondering which tools I often use for my design and creative projects, then please find the link in the description in order to support my channel. And for more helpful tips and tricks related to Affinity, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video and see you on the next one.